So Trump got impeached. Politicians are crooked. Baltimore's spying on their citizens. Greta Thunberg needs a vacation. And YouTube has COPPA. You know what all these things have in common? I don't care. So welcome back, everybody. We're out in the front garden today. It's just a couple days before Christmas. Merry Christmas. And we're going to get a little bit more work done out here to get this garden ready for spring. So like we said before, we're not going to put it into production at all this fall and winter, but we want to have everything done and have it ready to go come spring, right?
Right.
Because we need to get it in production quick when it comes time. So today we're going to spend a little bit of time out here with that Haas wheel hoe. We've got double wheel on it, and we've got the cultivating teeth. So we're still fighting to get all of the Bermuda cleaned out. We've had this garden covered for a couple months. Gosh, at least a couple.
Yeah, at least.
It's been maybe since August or so, September. I don't know. We'd have to look.
Yeah.
But it's been covered for quite a while. So we've come in here and cleaned out grass a couple times, covered it up, killing it all off. We're going to actually uncover it for a few days. Believe it or not, Christmas is supposed to be 69 degrees and sunny. So we're going to leave it uncovered, see what tries to sprout up. And I guess we're going to get a delivery. I didn't know we'd ordered any. What did you order?
Nothing. I didn't.
Huh. Surprise, surprise. I don't know what it is. All right, so let's try this again. I guess that's what happens when your kids have access to Amazon. Or at least one of them, their own account. So I don't even know where it was at.
I don't
Oh,
either.
we're getting this garden going, right?
Yes.
So
Covered for a while. That's what you're saying.
yeah, we're going to uncover it for a few days and see what sprouts. We're going to hang cultivating it up, stir it up a little bit more. We're not tilling. We've talked about this. If you didn't see that Permaculture Tools video on tillage, go back and watch that. We went all into that. So just cultivating it up a little bit, stir it up, look for any runners or anything we got to clean up, and hopefully we'll get this Bermuda somewhat under control before spring. It's by far the hardest thing to take care of in an Oklahoma garden. So we welcome, dandelions and things like that, but the Bermuda grass, it's the bane of our existence in the garden. So we're going to take you along here, show you kind of how well this tool works and kind of what we're doing. I don't think we'll get to building beds today, but we'll get this kind of stirred up a little bit and cleaned up, and hopefully we can get the whole thing done today. The sun came out again today. You see, it's bright, right? Or no, it's not at all. It's cloudy. It's cool. It's going to be like 50 degrees, 52 degrees, but just a couple days, it's going to be up to 69, and it's kind of surprising on Christmas Day. So let's get after it. Guess we'll figure out a way to eat Bermuda grass. We'll be fat as a tick.
Yeah.
So for anybody that's not familiar with what we have going on here, This garden has evolved over the last couple years from a really probably 90% perennial kind of permaculture neighborhood garden to now we have this 32 by 50 foot plot that we're going to do in a market garden style. The goal for 2020 is for us to grow and raise as close to 100% of our food as possible. And this method has a very high output. So to get to where we need to be, we needed to change the method out here, and this is what we're going with. So we've started building this setup here 2 or 3 months ago, and the soil actually started as a back to Eden type of setup. This all started with 21 chipper truck loads of wood chips. We have worked in composted chicken litter from the barn, composted leaves, all kinds of stuff like that to amend this and to help build the soil. So this was almost exposed bedrock when we started. There was very little topsoil. In fact, there were areas where you could see the bedrock. It was that high at the surface. So we've built anywhere from 10 to 18 inches of usable ground, from depending on which area you're talking about, because it was on quite a slope and we've got it closer to level. So we've done about 18 inches on the low side and about 10 to 12 up on the high side. So that's what we're working with. Now, before I read it in the comments, I know one of my friends is going to say, hey, you know, Angela's doing all the hard work on the wheel hoe, and you know, that thing is rough on the arms and shoulders, but you know, she's always saying she wants those strong, muscular, sexy looking shoulders in a tank top, and I want her to have those too. So I'm not going to shout her down while she's preaching good. So we might work this garden twice today.
Oh.
So well, we made our way all the way through the garden, and it's progress.
Yeah.
So got it cultivated again. I've been pulling some grass, still got a little ways to go.
Long way to go on the grass, honestly.
You can see it's looking better. So we're going to leave it uncovered for a few days, see what tries to sprout, pull that. Also keep coming out, pulling more of the runners from the Bermuda. So we get a lot more cleaned out.
Yeah.
I'll say that the cultivator tines on the wheel hoe is definitely a win.
Yeah, definitely a win. They work really easy.
We're good. So now I'm not going to lie, up here on this part, we hadn't spent as much time working up here, so we actually busted the tiller out.
Yeah.
And gave that a good once over because it was still pretty rough.
It was
and
matted together. It was a carpet, really.
Yeah, it wasn't nowhere near far as long as the rest of it. So that'll be the last time that rug goes through there, and that made a big benefit there to get.
Yeah.
Because that was the worst area. So while we were at it, I went ahead and ran that tiller pretty deep as I could get it, because there's still a little bit of clay and stuff down below in the areas. There's like little pockets around where the bedrock's a little shallower.
You can feel the rock in
deeper, I guess.
Some places.
Yeah. So did all those things that we want to, you know, anything that would show a long-term improvement, and do it once, do it now, get it all done at once.
Right.
So worked a little bit of that in, and then we'll amend that after we do soil samples. We'll address any remaining issues with soil quality.
Yeah, but the tiller should never have to touch this garden.
No,
again.
tiller never be in it again. So we'll broad fork or cultivate from here on out. Maybe tilth the very top if we ever come up with a tool for that. So because it's good for bed prep. But there you go. A few more hours of work. It may seem like 5 minutes to you, but we've spent about 4 hours out here.
I'd say so.
So
we're starting to lose some light, which means temperature at the same time.
Yep.
So it's getting a little chilly.
Can't tell the sun's any different than it was, but
No.
it is getting a little darker, and his temp is dropping a little bit. So we're going to call today and start some dinner maybe.
Yeah.
So we'll see y'all next time. Bye.
Bye.